friends, welcome to my channel Science Unearthed. The only contribution you can make towards this channel is to like, subscribe and share with your friends. If you want to give any suggestions or any comment, then write down in comment box. And if you want to see some videos on certain topics, then please suggest them also. A large number of elements are present in this world. These elements combine to form a large number of compounds. On the basis of their chemical properties, these compounds can be classified into three groups: acid, bases, and salts. Acid, bases, and salts. Now you can see the definition of acid on the screen. Acid is only substance that in water solution tastes sour, changes the color of certain indicators, reacts with some metals to liberate hydrogen, reacts with bases to form salts, and promotes certain chemical reaction. Now we will discuss acids in detail. But before that, we have to understand about something, about some indicators. We can say that you use indicators in your daily life also. If you are driving a vehicle on the road, suppose a car or any scooty, then you use indicators there also. An indicator indicates which direction you are going on the road. In the same way, uh, these indicators, they are very helpful in our chemical experiments, our chemistry lab. They are very helpful. So the indicator is a dye which changes color when put into an acid and base. These indicators, they are chemical substances and they indicate us about whether the substance we are testing in a laboratory is an acid or base. Now these indicators, they give different colors in acids and bases. Thus the indicator tells us whether the substance we are testing is an acid or base by change in its color. Now there are three types of indicators. Number one, litmus. Number two, methyl orange. Number three, phenolphthalein. You are watching these three names on the screen. Now we will discuss. Litmus comes in two types. One is litmus paper and other is litmus solution. It is further divided into two types. One is red litmus and other is blue litmus. An acid turns blue litmus to red. It means if you put any blue litmus in a solution of acid, then the color of the litmus paper will turn red. A base turns red litmus to blue. Litmus is a natural indicator and it is extracted from a plant called lichen. Lichen is a plant belonging to Thallophyta family. So this is about the litmus paper or litmus solution. Now you are watching a picture on the screen. A blue litmus paper is dipped in acidic solution in a container, so that blue litmus paper turns red. It means this is acid. And when we put red litmus paper in it, then there is no change. It means all the acids, they turn blue litmus paper to red. On the other hand, a base turns red litmus to blue and blue litmus color remained unchanged. You can see the picture on the screen. We put red litmus paper in a solution of base. Then it turns blue, and when blue litmus color change, when blue litmus paper is put, then it remains unchanged. It means the bases, they change the red litmus paper to blue. If a drop of a given solution turns blue litmus to red, then the given solution will be acidic in nature. Now I am giving you one example. Orange juice turns blue litmus to red, so orange juice is acidic in nature. So this is the acidic in nature. Now we will discuss about the other indicator, that is methyl orange. The natural color of methyl orange is orange. That is why it is named as such. It gives red color in acidic solutions. It gives pink color in base solution. Pink color in base solution. As we earlier discussed, methyl orange turns red in color when it comes in contact with any acidic solution. As we earlier discussed that methyl orange turns yellow when it comes in contact of any basic solution. Now, the third indicator that helps in our chemistry lab, that is phenolphthalein. It is very helpful. And how it helps? Suppose you are given two bottles in a chemistry lab, and these two bottles, they are not having any label. Then how can you find out whether this is acid or base? So the third one indicator, that is phenolphthalein, it is also very helpful. Phenolphthalein is a synthetic indicator to test acid and basic solutions. Phenolphthalein remains colorless. Phenolphthalein remains colorless. It means when comes in contact with acidic solution. Phenolphthalein indicator, it gives pink color when it comes in contact of a solution which is basic in nature. It means it turns in basic solution. Acid. Now this phenolphthalein. Now we will discuss about acids. If we cut a lemon with a knife, I am giving you one example that we use in our daily life. Now, if we discuss about acids, if we cut a lemon with a knife and taste it, lemon appears to have a sour taste. This sour taste of lemon is due to an acid which is called citric acid. Hence, acids are those chemical substances that have sour taste. Now, again, I am giving the definition of acid for a revision purpose. Acid is any substance that in water solution tastes sour, changes the color of certain indicators. It reddens blue litmus paper, reacts with some metals to liberate hydrogen, reacts with bases to form salts, and promotes certain chemical reaction. Now, after this, we will see uh, these types of acids. These are of two types, organic acids and mineral acids. Organic acids, they are the acids which are present in plants and animals. It means they are naturally occurring acids. Organic acids are weak in nature, means they are not concentrated, they are weak in nature. It is not harmful to eat or drink foods containing organic acids. In our food, we take so many food items that contain some acids. They are organic acids, because they are weak acids, so they never harm our system. Example is acetic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid. So these are the acids. Now, acetic acid. I am giving you some examples of food items that we use in our food in our daily life. So these are the vinegar that we use in our preparation in the food preparation. So this is vinegar. It contains acetic acid and its formula is CH3COOH. This is the acetic acid. Now we use lemon and oranges. Citric acid is found in citrus fruits like lemon and oranges. Its formula is C6H8O. It means now the third type is lactic acid. Lactic acid is found in milk and curd. This is present in milk, and when we prepare curd, then this is also found in curd also. Now its chemical formula is C3H6O3. Now next is tartaric acid. Tartaric acid is present in tamarind and unripe grapes, which are green in color. So this is present in tamarind and unripe grapes. Now its formula is C4H6O6. Now next is oxalic acid. We use tomatoes in our food preparation. This is a part of our food, so it contains oxalic acid. This is found in tomatoes. Its formula is C2H2O4, as you can see on the screen also. Now next is formic acid. Formic acid is found in ant sting. Its formula is HCOOH. Now, definition of mineral acids. The acid prepared from minerals of the earth are now as mineral acids. Mineral acids are man-made acids. It means they are artificial, not found in our environment naturally. Concentrated mineral acids are so dangerous to the extent that they can burn our hands and clothes if we right kind of precautionary not taken in handling mineral acids. Examples are hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid and nitric acid. These are the concentrated acids. They are very harmful for our skin, etc. Now, if you want to dilute any acid, as I have told you that these three acids, they are found in concentrated form. Originally, they are found in concentrated form. So, in some experiments, we need diluted acids. Then what will you do? How can you dilute an acid? So, you will have to mix water in acid. But if you take any acid in a container and put some water into it, then some accident can take place because they exit a huge amount of heat. A concentrated acid is diluted by adding concentrated acid to water very slowly and gradually. It means you will have not to add the water to acid, but acid to water. This is the process. In this type of mixing, only a small heat is generated, which is then absorbed by water, causing no harm to the beaker or the lab technician. It means when you want to dilute the acid, then you have to add water, you have to add acid to water. Then a very little amount of heat will be generated and it will create no harm to us. So this is the process. If we mix water to a concentrated acid, then what will happen? A very large amount of heat is emitted, which is also known as exothermic reaction. Exo means exit and thermic means heat. Means if we mix water to a concentrated acid, So you will not do this mistake anywhere in our experiments or in lab. You will not mix water to a concentrated acid. So it is prescribed slowly add acid to the water instead of water to the concentrated mineral acid, like in case of sulfuric acid. So how can you show that an acid, when it is mixed with water, then it creates heat? So take a beaker and put some water in it, then add few drops of concentrated acid in it, then touch the bottom of the beaker, then you will feel then some heat is generated. So this is the exothermic reaction. Which reaction? Mixing of water with acid. Okay, so this is the exothermic reaction. Now we will discuss about the properties of acids. Acids have sour taste. Number one, we have seen in many cases when you taste lemon or you taste orange, so all they taste sour. So acids have sour taste. Number one. Next property of acid is acid turns blue litmus to red, as we have seen in case of methyl orange to red and phenolphthalein colorless. So these we have seen earlier. Acid solutions conduct electricity, hence they are called electrolytes. When an acid is dissolved in water, it is called acidic solution. Solution of all acids conduct electricity and they allow electricity to pass through them. Now we can show this, or we can prove this thing, that all acids conduct electricity. We can prove this by one experiment. So to do this experiment, you have to take one cork and put two iron nails in this cork. You can see the setup of the experiment on the screen. So when these two nails they are put on this cork, then you will place this cork inside a beaker or at the bottom of the beaker. Now you have to place a dilute solution of hydrochloric acid, means dilute hydrochloric acid solution inside the beaker. Now one nail is connected to the one end of the battery and the other nail is connected to the other end of the battery, and in this circuit we will place one switch and one bulb also. So when current flows, you switch on the current, and when current flows, then you will see that this bulb glows. So what you see in this experiment, that bulb can glow when electricity can pass it through it. So this proves that electric current passes through the dilute hydrochloric acid solution. Now acid reacts with metal. Next property is acid reacts with metal to form hydrogen gas. For example, when dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc metal, then zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas are prepared. Now you can see the reaction on the screen. Zn plus H2SO4. H2SO4 is the formula of sulfuric acid. Zn is zinc. ZnSO4 is zinc sulfate. This is the salt. And hydrogen gas is evolved. This shows that hydrogen is common to all acids. Now you can see this experiment. Now as we have seen in this equation, that hydrogen gas is evolved in this reaction of zinc and sulfuric acid. So we will prove this thing by this experiment. We take a tube, and then in that tube we will take some zinc granules and dilute sulfuric acid. So these are the two chemicals which are taken in a tube. Now this tube is connected with a delivery tube into a trough that contains soap solution. And when these two are mixed, then a gas is evolved. How can you find out that a gas is evolved? You will see bubbles that are formed inside the soap solution. It means some gas is coming out of this delivery tube. Now you will see that these bubbles, they are going out and some gas is going out of this delivery tube. So now you do one thing, that you bring one burning candle near to this gas. So this gas burns with popping sound. It confirms that the gas evolved is hydrogen gas. Now next is acid reacts with metal carbonates to form carbon dioxide. When dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium carbonate, then sodium chloride, carbon dioxide and water are formed. See the reaction on the screen. Na2CO3 is sodium carbonate. It reacts with HCl hydrochloric acid, forms NaCl, that is sodium chloride, plus CO2 carbon dioxide plus H2O, that is water. The carbon dioxide is formed in the form of brisk effervescence. Now we can show this by one experiment also. Take a boiling tube and put about 0.5 grams of sodium carbonate in it. Sodium carbonate is in solid state, in powder form. Add about 2 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid in the boiling tube. It means inside the boiling tube there are two reactants. One sodium carbonate, other is dilute hydrochloric acid. Now we will observe that a brisk effervescence of gas is produced. And if you pass this gas through lime water, the lime water turns milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate in lime water in the form of precipitate. Next is acid reacts with bases to form salt and water. When hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide, the formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. This is the base. Then sodium chloride and water are formed. See the equation on the screen. NaOH plus HCl equal to NaCl plus H2O. It means one salt is formed. Hydrochloric acid reacted with sodium hydroxide, then sodium chloride and water, they are formed. When an acid reacts with base, base neutralizes the effect of acid and destroys its acidity. Since an acid and base neutralizes each other effects, so the reaction between an acid and a base which form salt and water are known as neutralization reaction. We perform so many titrations on the basis of this principle in the lab. This is the neutralization reaction. In this reaction, we will use phenolphthalein as an indicator because it gives pink color with basic solution. Now we will perform one experiment to show this. Take about 5 ml of diluted sodium hydroxide solution in a test tube and add 2-3 drops of phenolphthalein solution. What is phenolphthalein? This is the indicator. And you have taken sodium hydroxide, that is base. The solution will turn pink due to the basic nature of sodium hydroxide because phenolphthalein gives color with bases. Now add diluted hydrochloric acid solution drop wise with the help of a dropper and shake the solution after each addition. So what this hydrochloric solution will do? It will neutralize the effect of or the basic nature of sodium hydroxide gradually as you add drop wise. After adding certain volume of hydrochloric acid, we will find that pink color of the solution will disappear. Pink color of the solution will disappear. The solution becomes colorless. So by this thing, you can understand that the pink color disappears means the base, the basic nature of the base disappeared, means it is neutralized. At this stage, whole volume of the sodium hydroxide solution has been neutralized by hydrochloric solution. The color of the phenolphthalein indicator becomes colorless because no more sodium hydroxide is left unreacted. Now, if we add few drops of sodium hydroxide solution, the mixture again turns pink. Next, acid react with metal oxide to form salt and water. Copper 2 oxide is a metallic oxide. Copper 2 oxide, you know copper is a metal and its oxide will be metallic oxide. Dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with copper 2 oxide to form copper 2 chloride and water. Now see the reaction on the screen. CuO is the formula of copper oxide plus twice HCl, that is hydrochloric acid. It gives CuCl2 cupric chloride plus H2O, water. Now we will perform one experiment. Take a small amount of copper 2 oxide in a beaker and it is black in color. Add dilute hydrochloric acid slowly, stirring with a glass rod. We will find that copper 2 oxide has dissolved in hydrochloric acid solution to form a blue-green solution. The blue-green color of the solution is due to the formation of copper 2 chloride salt. The reaction between metal and acid is a type of neutralization reaction. This reaction also shows that metal oxides are basic in nature. They are basic in nature because the acids also react with metal hydroxides to form salt and water, metal hydroxides. The reaction between acid and metal hydroxide is also a kind of neutralization reaction because in this reaction an acid neutralizes base. The antacid called milk of magnesia, which is used to remove indigestion. When we feel indigestion, then this is the medicine, that is milk of magnesia, and we take it. This is caused by too much hydrochloric acid in stomach. We know that the hydrochloric acid is present in our stomach. It plays an important role in our digestion, but when it exceeds, this is in excess, then it becomes a problem for us. And at that time, we take milk of magnesia. Is a metal hydroxide called magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature and it reacts with hydrochloric acid in stomach to neutralize it. So how you will get relief? The acid which was produced in excess and it was producing any problem for you, it is neutralized by a base that is called magnesium hydroxide. Now next is acid. Acids have corrosive nature. The mineral acids cause severe burns on the skin. and eat up materials like cloth, wood, metal structures, and stonework, so they are said to be corrosive in nature. If concentrated sulfuric acid falls accidentally on the skin, clothes, or wood, then it causes severe burns on the skin. It cuts holes on the cloth and burns wood to make black spots on it. So you will have to work very carefully in lab because you have to work with these all concentrated acids and they can harm you in these ways. Now next, all the three mineral acids, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acids and nitric acids, concentrated forms are very corrosive in nature. They are very corrosive. We should be very careful while handling and using these concentrated acids wearing by wearing proper lab protective equipments. As as for example, you should always work in the laboratory and at that time you should wear apron. So to a certain extent it can protect you. Now now I request you, so you please like, subscribe my channel, and this is the end of the lecture of the on acids. Thank you.